Hello there everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you're well. We're back in Oakland Zoo and we're going to be working on our lemur enclosure again today. As you can see, our lemurs are getting around quite well in here now, enjoying all their cool platforms and not escaping yet. Anyway, we shall see what happens. So last episode I ended it by putting down these gravel pathways, and I understand that it looks a bit weird, but I've got an idea of what I want to do with them. So that's what I'm going to crack on with first thing today. I have released the first episode of this build and the feedback so far has been good, so thanks for that. But if you have got any more thoughts or ideas, then please do keep them coming. Right, so what I was thinking of around these were some rock formations, probably the smaller rocks. So for example here, now what I need to do is get rid of all the snapping, and yeah, you want to make sure that it's all covered up, but I'm going to kind of do bits of it with rock, bits of it with some foliage as well. I am just going to group this lot together just in case it goes wrong and I don't like it. But yeah, essentially this whole, basically if it's not got the gravel on it, then it will have this kind of stuff. That's my plan anyway, and then, you know, bits like this I'll put foliage in, you know, so it's all kind of mixed up, integrated together, covered up in different ways. So the idea of this is that it looks like there's a nice pathway for the animals to get around on, you know, an area that's kept clear. So some of this, some of the land around here will be, oh hang on, is that gone? Yeah, it's gone a little bit funky there. Some of this will be kept overgrown, because, you know, animals like this, they like to go in overgrown areas as well, so I will do a bit of that. But yeah, it's nice to have some cleared areas, because obviously the keepers themselves need to be able to get around as well. It's a little bit tricky here because the path has actually gone on a slope, but I'll work that out when I get the foliage going down. It's one of those little projects that won't look good until it's finished. You won't necessarily be able to see exactly where I'm going with it or what I'm trying to achieve. Of course, I hope that you can see that by the end. It's not always the case with my project, is it? Sometimes I have all the good intentions in the world, but yeah, they don't always work. But as I always say, that is half the fun of a game like this. Trying new things, getting things wrong, getting things right. So I'll do a fair bit of foliage in here, but I do want to have this sort of pathway like this, where the keepers come in. So at least, I know they don't necessarily, but I want it to look like the keepers use that as their little pathway. So I think what I want to put in there actually as their pathway, I want to see if I can find something like this that I can flip over and use as a texture. Something, yeah, I might have to. It's a shame I had to raise that up a bit, but I think I can kind of get away with this, something like that. Actually, let's yeah, let's turn that. Yeah, okay. So that just, you know, you get the idea. That just creates a little bit of a path texture there. let's just get a little bit more coverage here, covering up this weird bit at the side, like that. Good. Yep, brilliant. That's a nice little pathway there. Okay, now then we need some foliage. So let's go with my usual search. And I probably want, yeah, I want some small bits like this that kind of cover up the edges and intermingle with the rock work nicely. Let's go clockwise or not. Again, just yeah, I like foliage like that sort of blends in with the rocks. I think works really nicely. I'll have some bigger bushes at the back here, but I'll get a few bits of this down as well. And again in here probably I'll have something a bit taller as well in amongst here. And as always with these sorts of projects, you just keep layering until you're happy with what it looks like, if you're ever happy. I usually get to a point where I feel like I've gone far enough and not too far. It's very easy to do too much. Okay, so I'm tempted by some bamboo in this middle bit just here. No, that's way too bushy, isn't it, unfortunately. Yeah, I can't really, I don't know, what do we think? No, that's too bushy. It's a nice idea, but just not quite workable. I like the idea of having a bit of bamboo. Maybe at the back I could potentially have some. I don't know if it's climbable, actually, the bamboo. Let's just see, what does this look like? Actually, it does look quite nice, actually, having some bamboo like that. Yeah, I do quite like that, and I know it comes out the roof, but that's the sort of look that I'm going for, because I wanted some trees in here of some sort. But actually, trees are sometimes a bit too bushy, and they kind of cover up everything. But if you can have some bamboo, because it's tall and relatively thin, you can get the bushiness without it hiding everything. So that's quite nice, actually, having that in there. And then I might even try and sneak a little bit just in here. Maybe just a single piece in here like that. Yeah, that looks good. I don't want to block the view, that's the thing, so you've got to be careful, but at the same time you want it to look like a jungle habitat, because that's what these animals would enjoy. Good, yeah, I like that. I might go with a bit of bramble, maybe in the middle here. That might be a little bit too much. I don't want to hide all the rocks, but yeah, bramble bushes are good. They give you quite a lot for what they are. I mean, they're just basic green bushes at the end of the day, but yeah, I like them. I will try and get some stuff in with a bit more colour as well. But these guys, they certainly do a job. What else have we got? Some gaps over here, and in here. Good, that's nice. Trying to find some different textures. That's a nice texture, but too big. Maybe a couple of these smaller ones dotted about would look good. See, so you're just trying to fill it in without it looking messy, which is not always easy. Okay, what else do we have? Do I want any hydrangeas potentially at the back here? Could look nice actually. Provide a bit of a backdrop. Maybe, yeah, up on here I think would look good. Like they're just growing through from the outside. I don't mind that they kind of spill out there either. I think that looks pretty good. Is there maybe a bit of room up here? Yeah, let's just get one in here. Just a little splash of colour in that corner there. I don't mind a load of this being on show. I think I need to paint that a bit rockier actually. We're nearly there. I don't want to go over the top with it. I just want it to look, you know, filled up. So I've got a few patches of grass. I don't mind that actually. I don't mind having a bit of grass. I don't want the sharp edges of the ground though. So maybe just, oh yeah, these sage bushes are nice. Are they sage? Yeah, white sage. They're a nice colour contrast. So I will just get a couple of these in. Just want to make sure there's no, that's a little bit of an edge on show there. So I want to hide that. Yeah, one or two of these at the back would look good. The light green colour just adds an extra layer of depth to the foliage, which is nice. A little bit of edge showing there. Let's get that covered in. Maybe one or two bits actually kind of growing out the side here. I'll probably do some rocks along the outside here, and this is where the little display boards or media boards will go. Might just get one of these in the middle here as well actually. Okay, what do we think? So our keepers come in, they walk on their little pathway and they come out here, and you've got some nice clear walkways here, access to the water, walk around the back, come over here. Yeah, that looks really nice. I like that. Looks like you can access all the areas. And I've still got some spaces like this that I could put some enrichment items in potentially. There's a couple of green patches. I don't mind green. I will just, I want to cover that. Yeah, there we go. Now I've got to make sure that they can still access this. Yes, they can. Good. Right, so everything's accessible. I was going to, yeah, probably do enrichment next, I reckon. So let's have a look at what they need. So we've got food options. Obviously I'm not going to be able to fit a big forage box in, but hopefully I can get some of these other ones in. This is a nice one. If I can get it in there. Let's see, is that usable? Ah, that's annoying. Is that accessible? No, inaccessible. Oh, that's so annoying. I'll keep playing around with it because there might be a spot somewhere. You have to give it a second. No, it's not going to work, is it? Okay. I wonder, can I? Yeah, actually I can put it out on the pathway. So that's quite good. I can just have it out in the middle there. That's fine. I wasn't too sure actually whether you could add things onto the pathway. I would really like to have something in the middle here. I just don't know. Yeah, there we go. Accessible. Excellent. Good, good, good. Right. Let's get a food one there as well. And then another one. What else have we got? A gap. Maybe down over this way. I like to have the food things near where the guests are, because that's, you know, that's what we want to watch, isn't it? We want to see them using the food, and obviously it's got to be accessible to the keepers as well. So let's have a look. You've got that there, you've got that one. That's all accessible. That's accessible. I think they're all accessible. Good. Right, so toys. Let's give them a beach ball. Over here. No, they've got one of these. Yeah, they got the mirror mobile out there, so that's cool. I'll leave that out there, but they can always have a cardboard box up on there, and another one over this way somewhere, maybe over here. Let's give them a little musical instrument somewhere up here. Oh, that's not, is that going to work? So I have to make sure, no, that's inaccessible. Okay, that one, I think they need a bit of room around that one, so I may have to put that down on the floor here. Maybe down there, let's have a look. Yep, there we go, accessible, good. You got the ball. I don't think these ones need to be accessible, do they? No. No, they're fine. Anything else? Do we want another ball? I could give them 2 balls, couldn't I? I could give them a ball up on the top here somewhere actually and let them knock it off. Cool. Okay, so that's good. That's a nice bit of enrichment they've got in there now. I think I've got all that stuff turned off, so that doesn't register on here, does it? Oh, actually, yes, you can still see the scores. So yes, they've got plenty of enrichment there. Yeah, it's all this stuff, I think, that doesn't matter. But that's fine. Great. Okay, this is good. So they've got water, they've got toys, they've got foliage. I didn't put a food tray down, did I? I think, didn't I decide that the food trays weren't any good? Yeah, they only had these big platforms for food, so that's fine. I'll leave that. I don't mind that. Look at that. Our habitat is basically done. I'm not going to put any more sort of trees in. I just don't think there's room. I think it would look too crowded. I think as it is, I think that's looking really nice now. And you can see the animals are nice and up close with the guests, which is great. They've got plenty of room in there to run around and climb. So really, really pleased with how that has turned out. So let's crack on out the front here. And I'll just get a bit more rock work done. Actually, I might as well combine it all into the same thing. So let's just get this looking nice and filled in. I do like this these rocks. They really do cover up gaps really well. And they look good, obviously. I wouldn't do it if it didn't look nice as well. But they serve a good purpose. Let's just say that. There we go, that's looking nice. So we've got this outside area as well. I might be tempted to put a little bit of stuff growing up the outside of this, but I don't know, I don't think it needs it. I kind of like the idea that it's quite a new habitat and it hasn't had stuff growing up it yet. I think it works quite well like it is. Good to see that they're spending a lot of time at the front here, where the guests are. Just got to check that I upped their food quality. No, I didn't. Let's do that. Otherwise they won't get all their special foods. And let's change the name to Lemurs. Let's change their maintenance as well. Make sure it's well looked after. Excellent. I can't remember if I was... no, wrong thing. If I was putting our contraceptives on. Yeah, let's do that so we don't get any babies. Just gets awkward if you get babies. Right, so that's basically our cage finished now, and I'm very pleased with that. So we've got this outside area, so let's move on to our little hut. How do I want this to look? I think it's got to be a wooden look really to match the theme. I suppose I could go with a nice simple wooden side. No, let's just go, actually if I just go with the flat front and then I'll put a fake door on. And then maybe just keep it really simple like that. Although I kind of like to have an overhang with these roof pieces. Let's do that. Let's shrink that down and get a little overhang at the front. And what I'll do, if I split that off, I can just manipulate it so that the graphics aren't glitching. Let's try and get it a bit better than that. It's very hard to do this. There we go. Okay, and then we want, actually we need to go back to this. Let's get our little triangle in. Yeah, okay, and then back to the roof, and we want not that piece, not that piece, we want that piece. There and there, and then I want, there we go. Something like that. Good, good, good. That's looking a bit better now. Right, so let's get a door. Let's go with a wooden door. Maybe not that wooden door. Yeah, let's go with that wooden door. That looks cool, doesn't it? It's a bit over the top, but you know, why not? I mean, this thing is this is on display to the public, so you might spend a bit of extra money on this, try and make it look a bit smarter. Cool. Okay, so you got a little door there. Let's put a light out the front. I do like these and these. I wonder. Let's have a look. Let's get that there. Let's see if I can make this look like it's actually hanging. No, it's just a bit too wide, isn't it? Maybe a long one, or is that? No, that's going to be too long. Okay, maybe just the small version. Okay, let's go with that. And then I actually need to put a light inside it. Now I did find this before, didn't I? I found the right sort of light to put in. But I can't remember what it was. Let's put it to night so that I can see what's going on. Yeah, stuff like that is way too big. So I think that makes sense. Let's get it up the right way. So that looks kind of cool, but it's hanging in the middle of the air at the moment, so I would need something else. See, stuff like that, they're too big. I need smaller lights. They really need to have some smaller things that you can hang up. I think it's got to be that. I'd like it hanging right down here, and then let's get back to day. Yeah, so you need like a little stick, a little post like this. Okay, or I could just leave it hanging in the air. Oh, hang on, it didn't even place it. What? I'm sure I clicked that. Let's try that again. Let's get it there, and let's get it there. There we go. Do you know what? I'm just going to leave it as it is and pretend that it's got a little cable hanging it up. I mean, it doesn't actually provide any light for the door whatsoever, does it? So, I mean, to be fair, I'm not worrying about nighttime lighting. I've done a bit here and there, but I'm not too fussed. I just wanted something that looked interesting. I'll tell you what I could do. If I can select it. Oh, come on. Oh, okay, that's fine. I'll be able to select it hopefully once these are moved. If I can move them down and have it hanging much lower. There we go. And then I can bring that down again like that. What does that look like? It's a little bit better for the door, but you know, still not great. No, it doesn't. It's not working. He's not working for me. No, do you know what? No is what I'm going to say. Just no. Okay, we won't have a light there, or not that light anyway. I might put something else. I might put a more normal looking light on here. It's actually at a height where it works. Actually, that's quite nice. What do we think? Yeah, it still doesn't really actually give much light out to be able to see the doorway, does it? But meh, whatever. Okay, let's come back to here then. Let's just find something that I can put, because you've got this big area above the door here, which just, it bugs me having these big flat areas. Yeah, see, stuff like this is what I'm thinking of. There we go. Simple as that. You just want something there. You just need that little bit of decoration. It doesn't do anything or mean anything. It just looks a bit nicer, doesn't it? Just having a look at maybe having a beam or two as well on the sides. Yeah, just think it might look a bit nicer like that. Now whether I should have one going across as well. Yeah, okay, yep, that's nice. Yeah, it's like starting to look like a proper little hut now, isn't it? Tell you what though, it's not getting used, is it? Because I didn't change. I was going to change the work zone, wasn't I? So we've got the lemurs here. So I want to get rid of that and put on that one. Is that right? Yeah, so you've got keeper hut, lemur habitat, and a star from over here. Yeah, that's good. It's only a small zoo, so I might put another star from in over this end somewhere, but other than that, that should be plenty. Good. Okay, so let's just check that. Yeah, one building, one star from. Great. So now you should get this one being used. Wonderful. So is that you? What do you do? Yes, lemurs. Okay. Cool. So they will also do the next habitat along as well. Right. I'm pretty happy with this little hut now. It's absolutely fine. It's it's doing what it needs to do. So I need to work on some foliage around the back of this and kind of coming out to here. I think I will do some rocks in this area here. Just again, just continuing that same theme because I think it works. Hang on, I'll just get rid of the snapping again. Let's just get all these little gaps covered up. And then I can obviously put some foliage in as well. Copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. Copy and paste is your friend. Good, there we go. I might have a look at it, whether we've got some lemur statues or anything like that. So I'm just thinking I'm just going to do the same actually along here with the rocks. Again, I just think it works. It just looks good. And obviously the other habitat is going to then back onto this. So I think I don't need to do too much behind here because I'll have some sort of a fence coming along there. So it's really just kind of all of this bit along here that I need to get looking good. Now before I end the episode, because I am about to, let's just quickly see if there's anything lemur related anywhere. No, there's really not. There's a sign. Oh, that's quite cool actually, isn't it? I mean, that looks good, but it doesn't quite fit properly. I quite like the idea of it actually on here. Could look kind of cool, couldn't it? But yeah, I kind of like, we've got our little it looks like a meditating lemur, doesn't it? So that's, yeah, that's kind of cool actually. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, this is fine. It's a shame there's no statues though. That would be nice, or some better, you know, some of the non-white ones of these would look good. But at least they show up nicely. Okay, good. So next episode, I'll do a bit of foliage in here and around the back of this, and then this habitat will basically be done. I want to get some education points in. I need to put a talk point in, and obviously I will do my little boards eventually as well. As far as education goes, actually I've just realised I've not really done education for these guys, have I? I've not put the normal media boards in. Was that a decision I made at the start? I really can't remember. I think I did, didn't I? Because I don't really like the look of them, whereas these I think actually do look nice. So I think that's probably what I'll continue doing. What little foxes playing at the moment? Yeah, they're happy, aren't they? It's always interesting when you go back and look at your previous work and you kind of think, oh yeah, that's really good, or sometimes you look at it and think, oh no, that's terrible, I need to change that. But yeah, this fox habitat was really nice. Oh yes, and I had this, of course, my little wall creation. Very happy with that. I might well use that again somewhere. Great. Oh, look at that, our little lemurs are coming out and playing. That's brilliant. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. This would never happen in real life. But we're not going for ultra realism here, so it's okay. I'm going to forgive myself. I probably actually think about it, I probably do need a little fence along here to stop people walking onto here. And then, oh no, yeah. Okay, so there's a lemur on the roof. Is that the end of the world? Actually, do you know what? I don't mind that. It's not brilliant, but it's okay. It's just, you know, it is what it is. There's a lemur on the roof. Let's just pretend they're really tame and they don't try and escape. I mean, in real life, they would just fall down here and run off, or they would climb up on top of the roof. But it's fine. It's a game. We're having fun. It's all good. So yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that. So yeah, what I'll do, I'll have a fence that comes from this corner here, along here, and then along the front, and that will serve as the front fence for the tapir and capybara that I'm going to put into this area here. And so the two things will look like they're intermingled when really they won't be, because there'll be a habitat barrier coming along the back side here. But it will look really nice. So yeah. Great. Well, that is going to be it for this episode then. I am so happy with how this has turned out. Actually, this does look really nice. I mean, I want to be a lemur and go and play in here. It looks like great fun. And our 4 lemurs are certainly enjoying it, aren't they? So it's nice because they've got a nice mix of open space and shelter and platforms of different heights and variations to run around on and climb on. So yeah, they would love it in there. They really would. Brilliant. Okay, let's leave it there. So thank you very much for joining me. If you've got anything you want to say, please do leave comments. You know I love hearing your thoughts and opinions, so please do let me know what you think. Next episode, I'll just get this little area here finished, and then we will start work on our next habitat, our tapirs and capybara that are coming into this area here. And I've got a few ideas of what I want to try and achieve with that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So hopefully you can join me then. But until then, do take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.